This aquarium is beautiful. And are the bubbles to make it look nice?
Well, there are fish, plants and a multitude of tiny bodies in the water, among which bacteria feed on floating bodies. And in order to live, they need oxygen. In nature, this oxygen is brought by currents and water agitation, but when the water is static, so that its inhabitants cannot develop correctly, it is necessary to introduce oxygen artificially.
So when the water no longer moves, there isn't any more oxygen, and so no more life, so pollution.
A water treatment technique consists in concentrating this pollution in ponds. You have to introduce bacteria into the pond and brew the contents together strongly. This brings out the oxygen for the bacteria to breed, which then feed on polluting agents to remove them. The admixture by ventilators is necessary to produce an optimal biologic action on treatment systems for biodegradable water residuaries resulting from farm produce industries and from urban communities. TMI surface ventilators simultaneously ensure three functions: introduction of a sufficient quantity of oxygen, mixture of effluents in biologic mud, maintaining of this mixture in suspension. The range of TMI fixed surface ventilators develops a nominal power from 1 to 75 kilowatts for an output from 540 to 24,000 cubic meters an hour. Profiles of the thin blades are formed cold. The conception of the turbine, pulled by a speed reducer, ensures a high value of the rate of transfer of oxygen as well as a good suspension of mud. A conception identical to that of fixed ventilators is TMI's floating surface ventilators, which are used on sites where civil engineering work would be very expensive. Slow-speed ventilators are installed on a floating skeleton made up of 3 bullcocks filled with polyurethane mousse to mitigate in any case of leakage. Fast-speed ventilators used in a process where the contribution in oxygen is not an essential criterion are made up of a turbine placed inside a nozzle. A group of helix pumps are placed on a polystyrene bullcock. The trial pond of 2,400 cubic meters attached to the TMI building allows TMI to carry out test and ratifications of all of our aeration turbines from 1 to 110 kilowatts in their configuration of use.